ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Sergeant Neutral Plays Survival Chaos. We are playing as the rogues against the void elves, the undead, and the goblins. A lot of kind of crazy races here, so let's roll that dice. We've got 9, 8, is that 8? Okay, so that's death from afar. Wait, no, 10. So this is item merchant. So every time we summon a hero, except for the first time, he will receive a random item. So be it.
Upgrade complete.
So we're picking that up. Now we are up against the goblins on this end with a gold mine there. No gold mine there. So honestly pretty solid so far. So we're going to send a quick good luck, have fun as we do. And then with that in mind, I think I would really like to... Oh, I like that. I love that. Okay, so for those of you who are unaware, the rogue minus 30% body cost, 100% attack range for buildings, and 3% level unit damage. Cheap and abundant units with significant battle experience. So essentially, they don't have a ton of armor, but there's a lot of them. They're kind of similar to the undead in that way, insofar as they really are more quantity over quality. You're not going to get a ton of quality from ye olde rogues. So with this bonus that we have, the item bonus, what we're probably going to want to do is go pretty hard in economy. So...
Upgrade complete.
Thank you for replace. All right, so we've got 212 money going. That's going to be pushing into us. Poll incorrect. And it looks like we're starting to push into the Void Elves a little bit. So that's all very good news for us. We've got 337. I would like to hopefully get some basic fortifications going just to really get that money nice and flowing. Hopefully they're going to be pushing in and giving us a good spawn here. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's certainly not exactly what I wanted, but that's where the extra range really comes into play pretty nicely. So the undead are the ones straight across from us. The alchemist brawler, so he's picked up 1 level of damage, and he's going full into unit upgrades. Very good to know. Not super concerning, I must say. So,
Stand and deliver.
oh boy, okay, so that'll be...
Stand and deliver.
Research complete.
Our town is under attack.
Off I go then.
Alrighty, so, we learned some stuff today. Sorry I couldn't bring you guys a win this time, ladies and gentlemen, but, thank you for watching. I'm just joking, there's gonna be a cut right now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Sergeant Neutral Plays Survival Chaos. We are playing as the goblins versus the gnomes, the dwarves, and the humans. So, very interesting lineup, and hopefully, since I'm the goblins, we won't be blowing up everyone's buildings immediately. So, we're going to be rolling the dice here. That's 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Advanced Alchemy increases outpost and alchemist mana by 10%, unlocks upgrades for them inside this building, and reduces the cooldowns of defensive outpost spells by 30%. Alright, not, I must confess, not super interesting, but that being said, doesn't mean it's not good. So we'll be picking that up. So we've got some gold up here against the light elves, the humans. And and no gold down here against the gnomes. Alright, so we're going to be doing this, the good luck, have fun again. Because, it's still the right thing to do. And we are going to be going tier 2 in the middle, straight up. Just straight in. We want to make some money, we want to do well, and I think that's the way we do it. Before we do, though, I'm tempted to go one level of melee just to give us a little bit more help against these humans, because the humans are really going to be crushing into us pretty hard. Like, we're going to be doing okay against the gnomes, and we're not directly dealing with the goblins.
Research complete.
So, 922, he is going, yeah, so NJ Max is just going to be pushing into us very hard. Here, I would like to get that.
Upgrade complete.
And then, boom. We've got the blasters going. Excellent already. So hopefully... Okay, so Mr. LA Fave has already captured a building, so he's going to his side lane, so that means... Okay, and Nick's Observer has gone tier 2 in the middle as well. Good to know. I am going to be pushing into tier 2 against NJ Mac, just because that he is the biggest threat for the moment, and will continue to be the biggest threat for really the foreseeable amount of this game. Until I can break his line, he will be the scariest person here. So I think we will be getting some bland turtle soup. I'd rather keep this as tier 1 for as long as possible, because I'd rather just, you know, spend 35 gold from here and then to kind of get him to get here a little bit closer, so I can then kind of farm his units a little bit. Because I'm afraid if I push out too much, the pushback is going to be too much for me to handle. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that reliably at all. But getting these increased buildings, and, you know, once we start getting
Research complete.
some more upgrades on our units, that's where I'm going to start feeling better going into it. But for the moment, I think defensive is the way to go. You know, slowly building up our attack here. We will be getting some improved punchers, just so our presence in the middle can be that much more commanding. NJ Mac, hopefully we'll kill his stuff and go back into the mid. Good. That worked out quite nicely. 1-0, and we're back. So we're slowly going to start pushing our way out of there, and that's completely fine. I did want to just catch up a little bit against him, and it looks like we slowly are.
Research complete.
Time to check everyone's research. 3, 2, 4. All right. So Mr. LA Fave, has he been doing? Okay, 1, 2, and then probably 2 in. Oh no, 2 there. Okay, so noted. So there's all 4 of his researches. So he has not gone any into his economy, which I think is interesting because the dwarves really have one of the stronger economies in the game. They are real tanky. Real goal is to make it to the end game, and that's fully their existence. That's entirely how they work. That's what Mama gave him. They signed for it and they moved on. So
Research complete.
great. Luckily, we're once again really not pushing out that much, which is very reassuring for me. We are going to be getting the basic crude gunpowder and the raw basic leather armor. But the reason why I'm doing the gunpowder is because we already have 2 here, and I'd like to upgrade the defensive abilities of our base, since, you know, we've got a big push coming here, and unfortunately a very bad spawn on our point. So we're gonna check golden mid just because I'm interested. Okay, so we are controlling the golden mid, and that's exactly what I wanted to see. Granted, not by the margin that personally I was hoping for, but that being said, it's still early in the game. Okay, so now Nyx Observer has captured a neutral building, and this is actually going to tell us a lot about the game state right now, because if he is pushing into me, then that means he has bought. He went tier 2 up top. Because if he's going this way, if he's not pushing into me, that means he's going there, and that means he's definitely gone that way. So I'm not entirely sure if I explained that super correctly, but it made sense in my head, so here we are. I think what I'm going to be doing is probably picking up... so he didn't push into me. Okay, so that means... So since he's been capturing these two, that means that he, Mr. Fevele, has went up this way to capture the 2 ones up top. So that means I'm able to go this way and hopefully pressure our dear friend NJ Mac into maybe making a mistake or two. We are going to be getting advanced punchers just because I want those blasters to get in there and do some serious damage. We've captured a neutral building, so that's going to give us a very welcome little boost to our gold. Boom, that's an extra 100, 50, 50, bada bing, bada boom.
Research complete.
Let's check research one more time. Alright, so we are doing alright in terms of research. This is going to be a nice little push. It's not going to do too much damage, but, you know, you never know. It might. You can always, hope springs eternal, and we can always keep our fingers crossed. Unfortunately, we are getting absolutely knocked out of the middle right now. Battle cry. So it looks like the Knight, I think, is probably his tier 2 units, unless he's his tier 2 bonus. Unless, of course, he has gone directly for his base being tier 2, 755, 740, and he has full unit upgrades. Okay, so, definitely a scary situation for us to be looking at. But that being said, also truly not the end of the world either. So we're sitting at 932. Luckily, we're going to be able to push through that. We've got 1,000 gold here, and I would like to try and stop him from capturing this, just to deprive him a little bit of gold. It looks like we might be able to do it. There's one down.
Research complete.
But the health regen is definitely going to be hurting us. But there comes our scrap bot. We've just captured a neutral building. Excellent. Okay, so the most important thing that we need to see here is whether or not his fortress is tier 2. Ah, damn. He just got it before me. Oh, well. Gads at best. No, his castle is level 1. Very good to know. So that must mean that this is indeed his bonus. So we know what his bonus is. It's a tier 2 replacement unit. And how are we doing? Okay, so we've got 2 levels of upgrades because we are about to get hit by 2 pretty substantial pushes. So now we have to make a decision as to whether or not we want to go tier 2, which I think is what I'm going to do, and get an aura, and hopefully kind of just push things out that way. The Mechanos Strider is here. NJ Mac is definitely ahead. That there is no doubt in my mind. Come on, just give me 5 more gold, 5 more gold, 5 more gold, 5 more gold. There it is. Because this is going to be a big push. This is going to be a big push. It's just going to suck kind of on both fronts. It's a bit of a bummer no matter what. This is totally safe. I will be picking up.
We need more gold.
We also don't necessarily need to be as stressed about using spells just
Upgrade
because we have the upgrades that we do have. We have the bonus that we do have. So we'll be building Sharpshooter Aura just because I think it's a really solid pick for the situation we find ourselves in now. Good, and we're still doing well in the middle. At the very least, our presence is still very much there. We're not completely shut out. 10, 9, 8, 7.
All parts accounted for.
I'm just gonna hit the back line as hard as I can.
All parts accounted for.
And then boom. Easy defense, easy defense. Crunched their back line, so that will fall very quickly. Unfortunately, we will not have enough for a hero, but we will have enough for the defense, which is more important.
All parts accounted for. All parts accounted for.
And actually, yeah,
I've got a
we
rocket.
do have enough for the hero. Boom, and he's already level 2. Excellent. We're getting more basic smashers. We are going to be getting scrap salvage, and we are also going to be getting the bling aura as fast as possible.
We need more gold.
We're getting, and now we're really starting to get, and you know, once again, demolition experts are also going to be a critical component of any goblin play. It's an extra unit. They do damage when they die. It's very nice. So I really don't have much of an issue putting a lot of my units back here. A lot of my unit upgrades back for a second just to get a lot of these critical auras and whatnot done. Alright, and then I think we are going to be saving for raw leather armor. Just because that helps everyone and improves the survivability of, as I said before, everybody. So, sorry, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning right now when I'm recording this, so, I don't know if all my words are necessarily going to make sense, but they're definitely words, and I'm proud of them. So, 1-0, excellent. That's coming up quite nicely. We've got Armory level 2. Going. It's going to be interesting to see how he plays this out. Okay, so that's a tier 1 spell. And that's a tier 2 Foundry.
Research complete.
Got ranks is also something I'm going to be picking up. We have that.
Research complete.
Unfortunately, we got completely thrown out. But that's exactly what what happens. Expected to get the power generator soon. More totally safe could also be pretty nice later on down the line. Luckily, Ricket Rattletrap is out of range.
Research
So
complete.
this is going to give him a significant amount of experience without necessarily giving him a significant amount of damage. So now we are going to be picking up some advanced crude boom powder. Ooh, that's a tier 2 spell from MJ. And it didn't do that much damage to me. Here comes Dalen Proudmoore. That's a little early. I think there was just an unfortunate series of events that we probably were not privy to that just went down. So, on that note, I think we're going to be picking up some
complete.
appetizing turtle soup. Oh, Ricket is absolutely getting curb stomped right now. That's really not what I wanted to see, but unfortunately that is just how it is going to be. Dalen Proudmoore is going to be pushing in very comfortably, but that being said, we're going to have enough, actually really a considerable amount of base defenses up that I'm not necessarily shaking in my booties about it. I will be picking that up as well, just so we've got that little extra defense. We are going to be tier 1ing this. That's par for the course.
Research complete.
But they're 3 and 3, and we are 4 and 3. That's totally fine. We're going to be 4 and 3 on every.
I don't waste
front
my
as
magic
well.
on just anything.
New Jersey Mac is doing just fine. There's a big old push coming, and once again, a very bad spawn for us. Really, really bad.
Research complete.
For safety's sake, I may have to tier 2 this, but we will see.
All parts accounted for. All parts accounted for.
Yeah, I don't think there's a point in trying to get that across
Ready to move.
and take unnecessary damage. And yeah, we can let them do damage to our buildings and stuff. That's not.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, should not have gone tier 3 into there, but I didn't see the hero in time. I didn't see that Antonidas was hanging out, so that was a mistake. But we're going to be able to recover from that. Before we do, I'd like to get the power generator going. So they're 6 and 6, so the units are very powerful. Luckily, it looks like Antonidas is going to be pushing all the way through and not necessarily hanging out in the middle. And there's a pikeman, so that's their tier 5, their extra little unit that they get.
Research complete.
And this is going to be a slow but comfortable pushback. This is going to be, we're going to be holding the line, really, mostly. Getting that. And our mana is recovering relatively quickly. Yeah. So once again, I'm not super concerned about throwing gold out. I mean mana. It's a resource like anything else. And it's not nearly as precious as a resource as it normally is on other races or bonuses. It's still important.
Research
And I shouldn't be incredibly flippant with it, but at the same time, I don't need to be as anxious about my utility of it as I normally do. So boom, 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 our back. Oh, so they already have Blizzard going, so that's, yeah, the humans are going to be a pretty huge pain to play around against. Oh, and unfortunately, Antonidas did decide to stick around.
under siege.
So that's we're doing just fine. We're doing just fine. This is actually giving us a lot of good time to get the upgrades that we are looking for. For instance, flammable stuff, very nice. Basic alchemy, also nice. And we've got a very nice little push coming down this way. And once again, we are not on the same level as they are in terms of upgrades, but we're also not horribly behind. So, no, it's kind of half dozen of one, well, what is it? 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. There it is. Oh, Mr. LA Fave.
Research complete.
Yeah, so that's the humans doing that. Okay, here's their tier 3. don't like that very much, but I will be throwing my tier 3 in
We
there.
need more gold. We need more gold. We need more gold.
Oh, come on, give me the gold, give me the gold. Yep, there it is.
Upgrade complete.
It looks like you might have just forced him to use a tier 2 spell. At least a tier 1. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying nearly as much attention to that because I was nervous about this area. 6, 5, 4. Unfortunately, they've got a very good back on them. And once again, in terms of base defense, we've got our turrets and things can do a comical amount of damage.
Research complete.
Okay, well, we're taking a few hits here, but it's not. It's enough to bring everyone in, but without, you know, forcing me to feel irritated about life. We are going to be throwing out the Tinker again when he's available. Come on, there it is.
10 seconds to comply.
Brilliant. Ooh, good cluster bomb.
Our town is under siege.
Our town is under siege. Yes. Thank you. So tell me. I truly had no idea. And then this will be something that I'll be able to push out, not too hard, but enough that I'll be able to really kind of throw them back. All right, this is a nothing. This is like a couple units. Tier 1 spell if I'm feeling lazy. This is not a problem. 17, 16, 15.
Eat mortar.
Eat lead.
All parts accounted for.
We'll throw out 2 just so we can be sure to really defend and hopefully make some money while we're doing it. 3, 2, 1. Whoop.
All parts accounted
There
for.
it is. Nice try. Nice try. So, we are going to be getting some yummy turtle soup. And there goes my tier 3, and we're pushing out quite nicely. 67. That makes sense. Since I believe the humans have a +3 unit defense bonus. So we're doing well. Good. Believer Blues lost their fortress, so once again, this is a lot of money going into the humans. This is a lot of money. So I think boom rounds, not super important. Rocket tower would be nice. More rocket pods, I think, is going to be more important. See what I did there?
Research complete.
Then we are going to be getting some advanced studded leather pauldrons, and I think this is totally safe. It will be very quickly next on our list. So that is tier 4. That's tier 4. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright, so we're going to be saving up for tier 4 then. Zapper Tank Mark II, so that's also tier 4. Alright, so there's a lot to unpack that we've just discovered in the past few seconds. So he's pushing hard in the middle.
Research
No one's
complete.
really pushing hard on this side. We are going to be picking this up.
Upgrade complete.
So we can test tier 4 and a hero. 6 and 8. Okay, so his base defense seems a little low. Let's see what everyone's research looks like. So I am actually I've researched a little bit more than he has, which is reassuring. It is reassuring. And now we do have the rocket buggy starting to show up. We are going to be picking up This Is Totally Safe to prepare for the inevitable pushback. Advanced Smashers, absolutely. The good news is, with our hero, we're not going to let them push us out this easily. What we do need is more backline, a much stronger backline, which is why we have to really start dumping in some more money into basic refined
Research
powder.
complete.
Spare parts is also incredibly important. So once that clicks, we'll have enough for that, which is what we're going to be throwing into. And how does this... Has he gone tier 3 into me is my big question. He has not? Alright, and I'm fine with that. That's totally cool. And we are continuously pushing, and we are having a larger and larger backline start to build, which is kind of bread and butter for everything, for every race, really. You want that strong and steady backline to give your front line
Research complete.
that much, you know, more damage that you can really dump in. So now I'm going to be picking up a Rage Potion, because the next one is, of course, Grenade, which is an AoE, a strong AoE explosion. Yeah, and once again we just got crushed, though there seemed to have been a weird little bug back there, but you know, sometimes it just happens that way. And here we are, we've got a big, big, big push going in, which makes me feel a little bit better about things. Not great, of course, but better. So, now that we have one of everything, oh, except boom rounds, we're going to be picking up boom rounds. The next priority is probably going to be Lingmora, just because extra attack speed is never a bad thing. In any way, is that
Research complete. We need more
no,
gold.
675. Okay. Boop. Here we are. Hopefully we'll be able to chew through this relatively quickly. Ricketts in the back, showing up. Fortunately, they have gone tier 3, so we can try and prepare for a special unit potentially making an appearance, though we are not ready to deal with Gush.
My strength is the holy light.
Okay, luckily he's decided to throw out Uther. I far prefer Uther to Gush. And a tier 2. Actually threw a lot more out than I anticipated, so we're gonna get some more improved of that. Potent stuff we are also going to be picking up.
Research complete. We need more gold. Research
The level
complete.
14 Ricket Rattletrap also, frankly, isn't anything to necessarily laugh at either. He's going to be able to do some pretty significant damage. And the second Uther dies, this is going to be very interesting to see how this goes.
Research complete.
Rick is still relatively healthy. Uther is dead, so that's a hero that he kind of just threw at us, which we're very appreciative of. And here comes Dalen. It's another hero. Okay, still no tier 3 down here. That's excellent. Fortunately, Dalen is absolutely going to fuck our day up. But since Antonius is still down here, that also means he's out of heroes aside from the special unit. Interesting. Alright,
Research complete.
I would like, I'm gonna wait I'm gonna hold on here. The only thing I'm gonna be picking up is the Supreme Boon Powder, because that is gonna be just adding that much more to us.
Research complete.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We don't even need to. Yeah, I'll throw out a unit just for posterity's sake. They're 6 and 6. We're 6 and 6.
Research complete.
Rounds could be very good. Fumble stuff could also be quite nice. God ranks also quite good, but I think getting to tier 3, because once again, this is a tier 2.
The town is under siege.
This has to be a tier 2 spell. There's no way throwing out a hero or anything like that is going to change that. That is a tier 2 spell. Period. Period. So I think what I'm going to do here is just let them push in.
What do you need?
Tier 2. And then move on. I'm also not dumping anything more into the gnomes right now, because I don't want to piss them off. So there's a hero.
All parts accounted for.
Ready to brew. Ready to brew.
Do nearly as much as I thought it was going to.
I'm all geared up.
I'm throwing out another hero.
Our town is under siege.
Okay, down goes Daylight. Gazlo's taking a lot of damage. But I just need to get to Outpost 2. I really need it. Because there's a lot of upgrades, especially the special unit that I desperately need to get back on track here. Tinker Lab starts at level 2. Picking that up. And then I think on our next push is when we upgrade our armory to keep level 3 against the gnomes. I need money. I need money badly. Okay, good. I feel a lot better about how this is all looking and going. Yeah, they're level 9 and 10.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, so... Oh, this looks fine. I think we want some armor. Sicko Thermoplug is doing its thing. Then we've got the attack bot kind of waiting in the wings, waiting to go party on. And we finally got our gold mine back, so that's very nice for us. Advanced alchemy. I think, frankly, I'd rather wait here and save up for the potential special unit. Because something tells me he's not going to be able to hold back using the special unit against me, and I've just sent 2 heroes into him.
Research complete.
I mean, maybe he'll send Antonidas. But there's also a big push going in this way. And this, once again, isn't a Doomsday push, but it's an unpleasant push with 2 heroes attached. So it's also, like, not a Doomsday push, if that makes sense. Okay, so we just need 2750. There's Gush. There it is. That's also going to leave him very open this push. So Dazzler's getting absolutely clobber stomped. That's anticipated.
Research complete.
Our
I
allies'
think I
hero
will
has
have
fallen.
enough money to do this and still get the attack box. Resurrection's going to be probably one of the larger thorns in my side dealing with this. But frankly, I'm not looking to kill Gush right now. I just would like to weaken him.
All parts accounted for.
Our allies' hero has fallen.
All parts accounted for.
Research complete.
Remember when I said that the next push will be the one I finally upgrade this to tier 3? I think it's gonna happen this time, guys. Very
Ready to
afraid.
brew. Ready to brew.
3, 2, 1, 0. Perfect. That's all we needed. Great. So now we have enough for the Alchemist and Goblin Robot. So my goal is probably going to be throwing out Goblin Robot, Alchemist, and then immediately tier 2ing so they get all that experience.
Why do you want to be when
All
you
parts
grow up?
accounted for.
Okay, so that's a significant amount of death we just caused. That's always nice to see.
The light is with
Don't know if we
10
will.
seconds to
No,
comply.
we didn't. Okay, that's fine. Luckily, NJ Max Gush is still taking
Our
damage.
town is under siege.
I know our town's under siege. Did you see where my screen is? I'm very, very aware and very afraid. Dump everything on Gush, please. Thank you.
Ready to brew.
All parts accounted for.
So we're making some money at least. Fortunately, the attack run is going to be going down. Luckily, he's lost his middle barracks to the gnomes. Okay. Alright. Left.
Research complete.
Our allies' hero has fallen.
So Ricket Rattletrap has died. Unfortunately, okay, so good news is Gush is looking really, really rough.
Our town is under siege.
Unfortunately, so is our attack bot. Hopefully, we'll be able to kill Gush before our attack bot goes down. Now I will be going tier 3 here, throwing out another. Then what other upgrades? There's a lot of other upgrades we can do this because it includes clobbers. Ooh, attack bot I think might be going down here. The Gush's split is just so incredibly powerful.
Our town is under siege.
Yep. Oh, mutually assured destruction. Okay.
Hero has fallen.
You know I'm alright with it.
Upgrade complete.
Straight to tier 4. Hopefully that'll catch him off guard enough that I'll be able to knock out a barracks.
Research complete.
We are gonna be grinding this guy back. It's the Zapper tanks, which are very, very, very scary to me. Deeply, deeply, deeply scary. Alright, so that's going well. Is that 7? Yeah, so we need more of that. Love advanced alchemy. Don't. Actually, no, it should be in the budget soon. We are pushing New Jersey Mac back hard. So that's always kind of a nice feeling to see. We do have that advanced alchemy coming up.
Let's get to fighting.
What else is there? Spear parts could also be quite nice. Oh, interesting that he is getting. That must have been quite a push. From the left side. And we're still chewing through them. I mean, it's not pretty. It's definitely not pretty, but we are chewing through them. And he's lost his middle barracks. Oh my god. Is this a chance for Sergeant Neutral? I think it might be. Fantastic. So those are tier 3. Let's get some delicious turtle soup. Josh is just going to town. Foundry level. Is his fortress gonna fall? Looks like we have his barracks. Just take his barracks. Come on. Take the barracks, take the barracks, take the barracks. We've got 2 grand. Yep, there's really no other way I can say that. Yes, correct. I am insanely lucky. Truly, wildly, insane. But it worked out. Alright, so now probably some exquisite turtle soup. Down here, the happier I am, frankly. I don't think he's gonna like that, but because I did just luck out crazy. Like, I had a crazy amount of luck. But hopefully, if we're able to kill Antonidas, that's a good chunk of change for us. Yep. And Gush is going to just ruin those lanes for us for a while, but that's kind of what special units' jobs are. a tier 2. Probably doesn't require a tier 2, but it would make me feel safer. And so then, as such, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so he is pushing in comfortably. Luckily, with Gush down here, I think if you throw 2 more heroes at him, he's not really going to know what to do, because all he's going to have is Antonidas.
I don't waste my magic on just anything. I'm all geared up.
And he just used Antonidas. And he's just lost his left barracks to what? Oh, dude, that his push. Oh my god.
is under siege.
All parts accounted for.
Boom, throwing all that out. Speaking to myself a little bit, but hey, I've gotten very good at that over quarantine. So here we are. We've got the extra bling ring aura. Let's get some more demolition experts as well as power generator. Oh my days. I'd really like the character. Destroy my barracks. Thank you very much. Ah yes, Uther the Lightbringer. Super irritating. And Gush is still partying in the bottom. Great, so we're going to be chewing through these guys.
Research complete.
Doing that. Alright, and we are pushing. Get some improved gunpowder. I mean, what a wonderful turn of events this ended up being. I was really ready for a bit of a rough game, frankly. There's a pocket tower. Because especially when you see, like, dwarves, humans, you're not feeling gnomes, especially with a tier 4 replacement. You're not feeling super confident about your chances. And yet, here we are. So, that's researching quite nicely. And I do have to say, I was pretty proud of us in terms of how well we turtled. Because we turtled hard. We weren't pushing, we were pushing just when we needed to. And I do feel bad for Nick's Observer because it was his game. But an unlucky push with Gush was all it took, unfortunately, to solidly swing the odds in my favor. And there goes the last barracks for Lever Green. And K-Mac. So yeah, I mean, once again, I'm keeping an eye on Gush, because Gush can do a lot of damage by himself, so hopefully I'm going to have enough money to train the giant robot, but I think the game should be over by then. And yeah, no, it's definitely over. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode of Sergeant Neutral Plays Survival Chaos. Thank you for bearing with me during that kind of like crazy little moment at the beginning there. But if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm always down to talk to you guys, to hear new strategies, and this is Sergeant Neutral, signing out.